everybody, this is Frogman. Welcome back to Levitated. We're still hanging out in the Nether, and I have since completed a little bit of the production system from last episode. So we now have 3 banks of 4 of the floating thermal lilies that we're going to use to produce mana to be able to power this cool little flower right here. So it'll produce a few things for us. So I did find out we do have facades for the cables, so that's pretty cool. So we got these nice and covered up. I'm going to leave these cables right here. I'm going to leave them so that I have access to these fluid exporters for right now. Again, it's kind of a construction I want to be able to access as I need it, and we're going to do a little bit of a different kind of a thing. I was planning on doing a kind of a specific setting to keep things from, well, not exploding or wasting lava, but the math, I should say, the math actually does kind of work. Where is my book? So let's read the math on this thing again really quickly. We're going to look at the generational mating here, and we're going to look at the thermas, and we're going to go all the way back to the beginning. Now, a therma lily is going to take a bucket of lava, and then it's going to produce mana for around 45 seconds, after which it will stop, and it needs a bit of time, or around 5 minutes, to cool down. So that means what we're doing is we're creating a safety net right here of about 15 seconds with just by using the simple stuff that's in here right now. So can I grab that out of there? If you use soul sand in a hovering hourglass, each one of these soul sands is going to be a minute. So for that matter, we have a 6-minute timer right here, which is going to leave me about 15 seconds to be able to somewhat hope that, world loading, unloading, things like that, or stuff around, or whatever the random stuff that normally happens with Minecraft should not happen. So it's been functional. I've been kind of sitting here waiting on it. So we didn't need the mana detectors. I usually do like a mana detector and a burst module that then restarts the system. This is going to be the first time I've used integrated dynamics to automate these guys, so it's kind of cool. Normally I'll do it with fluid placers from any mod that has a fluid placer, and the Ender IO cables and a bunch of other things, or for that matter using the refined storage system, stuff that'll do that too. So what I wanted was a mod that would be able to handle all of the creation of ores from this without having anything else. So we're getting to that point where we can kind of do this. So the only reason why I'm even going to keep this pulse mana spreader here at all now is because of the fact that this is the on-off switch. So it should now start counting. Notice we have sand in the bottom right there. If I push the button, it will shut that thing off. So that's our on-off switch, because you cannot turn the hovering hourglass off by any other means. So we're going to turn it on and we're going to let it run, and I wish I had a little light switch that would, I'll figure something out eventually, but for right now we're just going to kind of let it run while we work on the next step. So the next step is to automate that thing. The next step is to place I'm going to say around about 8 blocks. I think we're going to try to go for 8 blocks of material around this, and we're also going to make this guy floaty as well, so that it's a little bit easier to work. Just a little bit easier to work. So yeah, we're gonna let this run. Again, I don't really care for how much we're going to run this thing continuously. Like I said, I don't need it producing continuously, so I am perfectly okay if it eats up every little bit of mana that those thermal lilies produce each run. If that's the case, we'll just add more thermal lilies and some, whatever the lenses on these that'll push the mana down here quick enough so that we don't have a problem. But basically, all I want it to do is just create stuff for us as we need it, and that is our on-off switch right here. So let's go back to the base. Boing, boing, and in. And we need to create the next part of this thing. So we're going to for sure make a hovering hourglass. Did we make a bunch of those? Let me see. Floating, not hovering hourglass, floating flower. Do I have any of that? I thought I made a bunch of pasture seeds. I thought we had a bunch of pasture seeds. We did make, okay, I just need one, and I will take that, and we're going to go ahead and craft this guy really quickly into a floater, because it'll just make things a little bit nicer. Hopefully it will be one of those deals. So click here, you pasture seed, dirt, mess, go, thank you. And then you combine with that. Nice, cool. All right, so what we're going to need now is we're going to need something that will be able to pick up and pick up and drop items into the world, or I should say place items into the world. So we're going to go back into integrated dynamics again, and there's a world item exporter, world item importer, I believe. These guys right there pick up items from the world, place items into the world. Fluid, I think that's the one I want. No, block importer, exporter. These ones. These are the ones we want. Importer, exporter. So let's start with the exporter just to see how much of a fun time this is going to be. It's an item exporter with an item interface, which is a whole bunch of those. I need a few more of these. I hope we have enough of this left. I mean, I got lots of it. It's not like it's a huge problem. So let's craft a couple of those. Item interface. I believe we're probably going to need 16 of these. Maybe even more than that. 1, 2. Just make that many for now. No, we need 16. I'm out of chests now. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Actually, no. Let's use that wood. There we go. Cool. And a couple of more of those. So I'm going to make, hopefully 20's too many. 20's should be way too many. So we're going to start with the exporter. Are they the same? Well, I just had to go handle a small little problem in the house, but okay, where were we? We needed to work on these two guys right there, which is an importer and an exporter, so we need to make 8 of the item interfaces for variable transform. This kind of dude here, and we need to make the other one. So how many output variable transformers do we have? Probably not much. So I need to make a whole bunch of pistons again, and I really should do this. Yeah, let's see. Did I put a thing into here? I don't remember. I did. Okay, we need those to squeeze so we can get a bunch of crystallized mineral because we're kind of a little bit low on it. That's okay. We're fine. Diamonds are coming in nicely. Let's go make some more of those. I've been running a simulation with a shulker data model for just a little bit, trying to get a few diamonds, because we're going to need a few diamonds to do some of this stuff as we wander on through this mod pack. So let's grab a bunch of goodies for our stuffs to do the things. Okay. We need to craft a whole bunch of stuff. Let me see. Logs. Do we have any? We have plenty of stuff. Let's just make a bunch of wood. And then I'm going to need that. I don't know why I put it away. Pistons. Oh, we have 14. I only actually need... I'm going to go ahead and make that many more of them just in case. All right, so we have to make all of these things. So let's block... Can I do that here at integrated? This 2 things? Yes. Cool. That. Nope. That. Nope. Over. Click. Does this work? No. Yes, it does. Good deal. And you can go away. All right. So we need 8 of those. 8 of those. I know we're getting kind of all over the silliness all over the place. So that's an input. Let's make the exporters first. So, shoot. Those are those. I know I have some sitting in the system. That's fine. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And that will also require 8 of these. And 8 pickaxes. I believe. Correct? Put some of this away. We don't need half of this stuff. So let me see. Pickaxe. 8 pickaxes. Actually, we need 16 of these, don't we? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Should be good enough for that. All right. So you should be ready to go. Hello, emails. There's 8 of those. I need 16 of these. So that is this. And that is a bunch of sticky pistons. So again, not 16, but we do need... no, where's the slime balls? I have plenty of slime balls. Use those for right now. 8 more of these. Cool. And put those away. You to here. You to here to here. What are you doing? this to that to this. 1, 2. And we're going to need more of those variable cards as we get along with this. So this to there to that. 8 of those, followed by 8 more of these, followed by 8 more of these. Okay, so there's our parts. 8 of those, 8 of those, 8 of those. 18 cable. I think maybe we need a little bit more cable again. Can I do that from here? No. I don't know why that happens that way. Clear to the end of the line, and it is right there. Go. Stuff is silly expensive if you think about it. You only get 3 for all of that. Anyhow, so we've got all those guys. We're going to need 16 more of those logic things. So let's see. What are those things called? This, not this. Backup one. This, the variable cards, which I have 8. We need to make a few more. Click, 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 go. Thank you. That should be plenty. All right, so all we're going to need now, at least I hope, I need to put some of this stuff away, is we're going to need a whole bunch of netherrack and a place to store said netherrack. Let's do this a little bit differently. We're going to need a cache. And I want a cache because a cache is a block I can pick up without losing its entire contents. Plus, it also holds like 20,000 blocks. I forget exactly how much it is. Oop, I locked it. Nope, can't lock it because there's nothing in it. The only real problem is I got to figure out a way to inject things into it, which is something we do need to work on. But for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. That'll be something I'll play with probably off camera because it's not that much of a big deal. But the reason why I want it is if I go ahead and do this and grab all that netherrack that we have right here, at least some of it, toss it in there, and I pick it up, now it's full of netherrack and it's going to stay that way. So eventually we will be exporting and importing things. But for right now, like netherrack, the only way to get netherrack, I think, actually, is going to be through Botania with a doubling machine with a conjuration catalyst, which is something that we can probably build into this system. But for right now, what I'm going to do, since I can mine so ridiculously fast with all of that netherrack that we currently have in the nether, I'm just going to do it that way because it's going to save on a little bit of time. But we will eventually produce that way. So the fun part is we have this. I would like one more ender chest. If I can craft one, I can. And actually, let's make 2. We're going to do that. And I think 2 reds. Where is the dude? There's the dude. There's the thing, the pestle and the mortar and the pestle, and some floral powder, which I probably had stuff sitting around. It doesn't really matter. That's a reproducible thing very quickly. We're going to do red on these. We're going to leave 1 behind. So this is going to be the return from the nether to where we need to go, and I will place this over here somewhere for right now, I think, because some of this we're going to have to sort out and it's going to get mixed into that. Some of it's going to get run straight into an alley or a cooker or something like that. So on to the nether roof. And let's go up here and do the last little bit of this. So that actually should have run a couple of times, I think. I don't remember if we shut it off or not. I don't think I shut it off. I was going to let it run. Problem is, it's so hard to tell. Okay, anyhow, we need to make sure that the floating orchid Ignum that we have is going to be close enough to that to work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to try right there. It is. Okay, cool. Now, the fun part. We're going to make the interface for the rest of this system. So there's a cable that's going to run this direction and a cable that's going to run around the outside of this, like so. So let's go ahead and drop our cable down. Cable. Nope. Almost. All right, and then we're going to have block exporters on the bottom because that's easy enough. Plus, they look good when you hide them. Cool. All right. And then these guys are going to be just, we're going to tell them what item to place. And then the other one is going to be, we're going to tell it what item not to pick up, kind of thing. So pretty simple, pretty easy. The first thing I do want to do is we're going to do something along this line, just so I can make it kind of easy, I think. And I'm going to hope that when I place these flat like this, this is going to work. Good deal. Very good. Wonderful. Awesome. So those are the importers. The exporters are going to be on the bottom. We need to go ahead and connect these up to the system. And we'll just bring a cable up right there, or we'll bring a cable up right there. Give me this back. All right, so now everybody should be set up and ready to go. These will import whatever block isn't what's there. So what we're going to do is we're going to be marking these things according to what's here. First thing I think I'm going to do actually is have it just pick up stuff. Now, did I bring the exporters? No, I didn't. Look at me. We need to go back and get our parts. I'll be right back. Okay, so I think with that being said, I needed to make another item importer and another item exporter, but that's perfectly fine. What we're going to do is we're going to put one of those guys right there and one of those guys right there, just so that we can make it somewhat compact. The importer is going to exist on one side. That's going to be pretty simple, and I should be able to tell this thing what it's going to do, so we're just going to tell it import this. I hope this is going to work. Anyhow, we need to do a few things. We need to go ahead and get our programmer out. We have quite a few little programmer thingies that we need to do, but what we're going to look for now is, I want to start with a top, which is going to be a not. Where's the not? Not. I love it. Not entity. Not. Okay, cool. So I want a not. Not. Okay, not this. Okay, this. Hello? I thought I wanted a not. I remember how to do this. Is not. Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. No. We're not doing that. We need a block. Let's do a block. I got to remember there's a not in the interface. So block, netherrack. We're going to use that for every little bit of this little problem. So in here, I might just need an item interface on this. We'll find out. Let me see. What did I do with you? You need to go right there. So you, again, import items, export items, items amount, all this wonderful stuff. I believe what I'm going to need is I want to make sure this says not in one of these. I think I just needed the item deals. But anyhow, let's go set these ones up. So we'll remove this out of the way. If nothing else, we can just go back to base and make a couple of more parts. These are all going to be netherrack. Everything in here is going to be netherrack. So we need 16 of those things to play with. Let's see if I can get I doubt very seriously you're going to get enough room to do it. But anyhow, I don't want that. I want this. And what did I do with them? Okay. That's going to be too many, but that's fine. Fine. So we're going to be place item block, netherrack. Netherrack. Yeah, I think I just needed an item importer. Netherrack. Not an importer, just an item connection, an item interface. No big deal. And netherrack on the bottom. So basically what it's going to be doing is looking for items that it can place. So in here, import item, import item. Import item expects item. Wait a minute. No, item is a block. Place all blocks. Place block. Duh. Hang on a minute. We're in the wrong spot. Place block. Fix those. And then we're going to build a room around this so that the gas quit blowing us up. Place block. Place block. Place block. Place block. And place... Import item, import all items, import items, import item, import item. Block was given. I think I need to change you. Can I uncraft that? No, I can't. Back to more parts. Okay, let's see what we got now. This should be one of those. I went and got the item interface. This should work. There it goes. Now that one's going to work. That's going to start doing the loud noises. Hang on a minute. This is ridiculously loud. I apologize in advance. Whoop. Yeah, lost control. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and remove that one too for right now because we're going to be able to tell this. We need to be able to tell this is not... and this is where I'm going to have to remember where this is. Holy cow, that's still loud. Thank you. Just for right now. I'm going to have to make sure the gas don't sneak up on me, but that's what it's going to do. Pick up blocks, items that did pick up blocks, pickups. I got to remember what I did with this because I did test this in a test world. I think all I want is that and then interface out, interface in. And this is locked for now. Where did I put this? Pickup block. Ah, yes, that's right. Blacklist. We're blacklisting. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, and I got to do that for every one of those. Blacklist that. Bang, got it. And that should put it in here. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to get the Silk Touch aspect out of that, but that's what we're going to do. So, unfortunately, now I have to go through all of those. So, pick up block. All the way to blacklist. And go pick up block. Boop, done. Nice, cool. All right, let me get this done. Alrighty then. Well, in that amount of time, getting all those set up, we burnt through every little bit of mana that we had. So let's go ahead and turn this dude on. Actually, let's go ahead and even do this better. We're going to... that was a little weird. Blinky, blinky, blinky. Okay, let's see. Where is my... There we go. Go ahead and fill that up. Hey, go. Take off your magnet. Is it working? What is going on? Oh, because I have it wrong. I saw it. Never mind. Go that way. I can't hear you. I know I turned it down, but that's fine. Come on. You cannot be using up that much. What are you doing? Did I put the wrong thing in there? What? That's interesting. That should just drop right in there. Go. Go to work. What is going on? Go. There you go. I don't know what that was about. That was weird. Okay. Whatever. We'll leave this alone for right now. We don't necessarily need it. But now what should be happening is as that thing fills up, it's going to automatically break and replace the Netherrack as it sees something else show up. And we've got a bunch of stuff coming in already. That's great. That's wonderful. I understand that's not a whole lot of storage, but this needs to be something we'll work on as we go. So that's pretty simple, pretty easy. So let's make it a little bit prettier, at least for right now. Where is the facades? Something is goofy with my game. What happened? Hello? Oh, great. I'm probably glitched out again. Something's wrong. Huh. I don't know what's going on. Anyhow, I'm going to give it a full mana pool, and then we're going to go ahead and hit this one more time with the pulse spreader. Something's up with the game. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to put you down. You can start counting again. That's perfectly fine. These guys will cycle and do what we need to do. I don't know why I can't craft anything right now. Can I craft something in my special box over here? Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, I think we're back. I think we're back. Yes? Alright, sounds better. Everything's making lots of noise. Let's see, can I craft one of those now? Alright, cool. Facades. I want to at least cover this spot right there, and we'll probably go underneath and do the rest of it. But for now, I think that's what we're going to do. So, let me put those away, and why do I have an extra netherrack? Did it not go? That's good. 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 I must have duplicated one somehow. I don't know. Interesting. Alrighty then. I'm happy with that. That's going to do what I need it to do, I think, for a little while. And plus, it's nice and quiet here, so we can leave it here to make all kinds of noise, and we won't have to worry about it later on. As we can see, this is already cycling. So once this thing, essentially, what's going to happen here is this thing's going to run for 45 seconds, and then it's going to make whatever it can make out of the mana that it's produced from the rest of these flowers, and then it'll stop and chill out. And if I feel like that's not fast enough, I just make more flowers. I just stand these taller and get them to where when they run, they really just kind of put a lot of mana into this pool. I'm not expecting this to run really, really, really quickly, nor am I expecting it to run all of the time. In fact, actually what I want to do is fill that up as much as I possibly can with netherrack. So let's move a bunch of this stuff out of our inventory space here. I don't need you, and I think I can just clear that by doing that. Good deal. All right, you can go in here, you can go in here, you can go in here, that can go in here, that can go in there, and let's go ahead and fill that up with as much of this netherrack as possible. We may end up, and this may be one of those may end up things, I may end up duplicating netherrack in the nether, but then again, like I say, we have infinite amounts of netherrack. I just have to go dig it up. So how did that work? Come here. Thank you. Alrighty, I'm going to go do a little bit of mining, I think, and fill this back up full of netherrack, and then I'm going to fill that thing up and just let it run. So I will see you guys back at the base for what we're going to plan on with the rest of this. Well, we're back, and I guess looking at the time, we're probably pretty close to being done as far as things go. So the only thing really left after this is just to kind of decide how we want to work some of these little bitty problems. What will likely happen is we're going to go ahead and import certain things into our applied energistic system, and some of these other certain things, which pretty much I think the only ones I'm really going to be caring about getting any kind of work done with them at all are going to be the aluminum, the silver, and possibly the nickel. So these ones are pretty simple. They're either going to get doubled in that, or they're going to get doubled in this system over here, mainly because I want the after effects of what we're going to get from them. That's just normal everyday stuff. We'll have to come up with a way to move things around and design a few things, but we at least have access to that system. That area is chunk loaded. Every 5 minutes we're going to get a blast. Well, I should say every 6 minutes of playing in game, I should get a blast of a certain amount of stuff show up in here. It's probably not going to be magical. It's probably not going to be amazing, but at least what it is going to be is something that we can use to do a few things. I really should fix that dude right there, but there's going to be some other stuff that we need to do. I'm going to go ahead and put a few things away. I am going to go ahead and call this for today, but at least now we have that little orchid pretty much automated the way that I wanted it, and I'm really, really happy. Hopefully it will continue to do what we do or we need to do. We may even go ahead and start working on the next step, but I don't think there's an easy way to get endstone. Maybe I'm just lost here. Let's look really quickly. Maybe there is an easy way to get endstone. So, considering we have that thing. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye now.